Dealing with the life path numbers. My experience dealing with people with these life path numbers. Okay, the prettiest life path number I know, a person who has the number 6, 3, and definitely, 9. These are some of the prettiest life path numbers. The woman's a female that who will come after you and come get you if she like you is the life path 1 and number 9. These life path numbers these women will come and get you and claim you, and they go for what they want. Number 1 and number 9. Now, the women's with the life path number 6, they have like the fattest butts. Who have the moonlight faces is definitely those who got life path number 2. Now, wow, it's amazing that numbers can tell a lot about an individual. What I like about a life path 1 is that they are performers too. And they take initiative, not just the female to my performers, because my attitude is 1. And so I know how life path number 1 is too, because I dealt with them. And they are great entertainers and performers, but they can be a little selfish, all about them at the end of the day. Even when they want you, it's all about them, about they want. By them wanting you, that what they want. And so, but the thing is, you're going to have fun with them. You know what I mean? I'm talking about very much entertaining. You can be enjoy. But me dealing with a life path 2 or those who got number 11, not only the life path number 11, but I'm talking about even those who born on 11, because the energy is always the same. No matter where we put the number as a different position, it plays a different role. But the number 2, those with number 2, special 11, got like a hypnosis nature. When we look at the woman's eyes and the female's eyes, they like hypnotize you. That I mean, they got like a hypnotizing eyes and stuff like that in nature. Yeah, so those who have a life path 7, these are like your news reporter, your information people, your spiritual people, your gurus or master healers. Like myself, I'm a life path 7. Everything is spiritual. Like everything you do is spiritual. Everything you touch, everything you eat. I mean, even being practical is spiritual. So this is a life path 7. They be up on the information. They be up on like knowing about people. They want to know about people, places, and things. They always collecting data and information. And these are definitely people who are very intuitive and psychic. I mean, I ain't just saying that because it's myself, but I'm talking about by me observing other people too. I mean, they be into astrology, numerology, a lot of life path 7. They be into everything that deal with divinity. Now, life path 8, all the number 8s I know, boy, they get that money. They got that money. The number 8s, my family number, I know about 5 family members with the number 8. Not only as life path number, but I'm talking about like in the center, the day they were born on too. They got number 8, 17, or 26, or life path number 8, like that there. All these people got money. They might not be rich, but they might be richer than the people who they be around. See what I'm saying? Or be richer than their family members. When I say richer than their family members, I'm talking about like they have more than their family members. And these people have good jobs and good positions, like management positions, supervisors. In some way, they're gonna be ahead of those who they're around. They're gonna have things. They're gonna have nice cars, computers, the best computer, the best of everything. These people go get it. They don't play, they're hard workers. And it's a fact. Numbers don't play. Numbers don't lie. By me dealing with numbers, I said, wow, it's dead accurate. You know what I mean? But the number 9s, because I was born on the 9th too, so I know the number 9s too. So the number 9 people who I dealt with, especially women's, wow, these people are like I done dealt with the angry type, and they can be very aggressive and hardcore, but they're very accepting of you. They're very accepting of. It don't matter who you are. They're very accepting of you, and they have a lot of wisdom. They be into like the spiritual realm, just like this number 7. They be into like things like astrology, numerology, any divination. They very emotional too. They can be over emotional too. And so number nines don't like to display their emotions. Period. They don't really like to display their emotion. They like to give to you. They like to help you and stuff like that. And they have that wisdom. And they're ahead of their time. These are some fast thinkers. They're very psychic and intuitive and very emotional. And so the number nines I dealt with, yes, a lot of them been into fights. They got scars. They got marks. You know what I mean? All over the place. Or they done got shot or something like that there. They got some type of mark. Or some type of scarf from fighting, scars from fighting and stuff like that. These are the number nines. Now, the number threes is the wildest. Number threes and fives. People who have number threes and fives in their chart. These are some wild people. I mean, like a number nine has all the energy. Number nine is wild, but number nine is like wise with it. I mean, number nines are like planners and organized like that. Number threes, they just out there, like, especially when you're talking about when dealing with relationships. They might have multiple or relationships and stuff like that. Yes, number threes, they have a lot of relationships, a lot of things going on. They need a variety. They need a lot to keep them stimulated and keep them going. These are number threes. They just like the number five. Number five might be the wildest. Threes and fives are the wildest. That's why threes and fives can hang together. Number fives are like the free spirits. They all over the place. They don't even stop. You know what I mean? They got to have something going. Like you can't really count on a number five who not balanced, because they can be cooking, and next thing you know, they done jumped in the car and went to the store and came back while they cooking. So they still cooking food on the stove. And then when they at the stove, they might do something else. You know what I mean? Before they get back to the house. So number five move just like that. They like to move. They travel. They like to explore. Just like number threes. Number threes are very adventurous. So number threes, these some wild spirits. And number threes could be very sensitive and very emotional. It's a very snappish. The quick type of snappish. But these people are like, number threes are fun lovings. All the fun loving numbers. They're definitely number nine. Number nine definitely love to have fun. But what you gotta understand that number nine has all of the energies. So number nine could play any part. But number nine is wiser than a lot. Even though they wild, they can be wise with it. And number nines could be the ones who don't give a darn about nothing. Just like the number one. Those who have number one, because number one is the stand-up guys, like the number nines. These are fire numbers, like 1, 9, 3s. 1, 9, and 3s are fire numbers. So they deal with the fire energy. Very lit, very crunk, and stuff like that. It is that the 9 is going to move more wiser than the 3. The 3 is the one who's going to move the most sloppiest. You know what I mean? Out of all. Unless you got other numbers to help back you up. But 3 is the communicators. Number 9 is the biggest communicators. Well, number 3 is communicators, but number 9 is the one who know how to communicate with many styles. They're very creative. They got many styles of communication. Because by being a number 9, they got triple of the number 3. And so, but number 9 ain't gonna be like way out there like the number 3. Number 3, like number 9 is more security oriented. Number 3 just don't care. They deal with many people. They deal with all type of coaches, all type of people. You know what I mean? They just be everywhere. So number 3, when dealing with sex, some of them don't even care who they have sex with. You know what I mean? They like to explore. They like to try things out and test things out and things like that. And number 5s are the same. Number 5s are the same. Number 5 like to explore all their 5 senses: touch, taste, smell. All their 5 senses they like to explore. Even sex, all that there. So they like to try something new. So if you're dealing with number 5 and they're not balanced, they might mess with you one day, you might don't see them again. Same as the number 3. So number 1 though, number 1 is the go-getters. They don't play. When they got their mind set on something, they're very ruthless to accomplish their objective. These are natural leaders, period. Because number 1 is start off with the number 1 who create the pathway for all the other numbers. So number 1 deal with something new in the beginning. They don't like to be bored neither. And number 1 like to inspire you, motivate you, and stuff like that there. My attitude is number 1. So we all got 3 numbers in our birth charts. You know what I mean? Mine is 1. Attitude number. I'm attitude number 1. Number 9 is the date, our born on. and I'm a life path 7. So the life path would be the most important number, but all numbers are important. You know what I mean? Because you'll see all of them intertwined with each other. So that being said, number 7 is like the cool, who all trying to stay balanced and stuff like that. They all trying to stay balanced. The number 4s, I can't forget about number 4s. Number 4s are the ones who work very hard. You think the number 8 work hard, number 4 work hard, and they very detail oriented. They have information on some of everything. Yes, number 4s are the ones who could be your accountants. They good when dealing with money. So you would definitely want a number 4 when dealing with business. They be having like 3 jobs, just like the number 8. They have like 3 and 4 jobs. And number 4s make good people who could run corporations. They're like the billers and stuff like that. They're good at building things with their hands. They're good at doing any mechanic works. They're good when dealing with teaching. You know what I mean? Teaching, giving lessons and stuff like that. You make the best teachers. But they can be a know-it-all too. Out of all numbers, they can be a know-it-all. Just like the 7, number 4s can be a know-it-all. So with that being said, number 4s are definitely the providers, like the number 8. They like to provide. Like if this is your wife and she's a number 4, a life path 4, she might be the one who want to provide for you or the family. Even her husband, she like to provide for her husband. Same with the number 8. So these people like to have money, so they got to deal with people who love to have money. Like number 4s make a good companion with the number 8. You know what I mean? Number 7s make a good companion with the number 9 if they on the same page. They got to be on the same page. Because 7 and 9 is very spiritual. See, 9 is the big humanitarian. See what I'm saying? 7s is more introvert. They're more of an introvert. They like to be around people. So they're more of an introvert. I would say more like an ambivert, which means they're introvert and an extrovert. That's what an ambivert is. So I know some people say they're straight introvert, but I kind of find out since I'm a life path 7 and others, they are both an introvert and an ambivert. But they need that alone time to make them an introvert. When we get our alone time, what I do, I meditate and put me back in my balanced state, in my balanced mind. So with this being said, this is how important numerology is. And I kind of found out that a lot of people with the master number 22, a lot of people, they have it. They have some money. Even if they don't be rich. Anybody they're around, they're going to have more than the others. See what I'm saying? Because they really know how to get it. They know what they're doing. They're good in management position, just like the number 4. They're a higher version of the number 4, number 22, master number 22. And those who have the master number 33, I seen some of them on YouTube. These people have like big platforms, like 500,000 followers and subscribers and stuff like that. People with the master number 33, because you got to understand, master number 33 is the master teacher. I mean, these are the people who's here to inspire people on a global scale and help people on a global scale, and they can be a martyr. I mean, they can die for you, die for him, and die for a false cause too. Go out bad, you know what I mean? Die for people who don't even care about them. And so that's what the master number 33 people got to watch out for. And so when we dealing with the master number 11, they deal with spiritual enlightenment. These are the ultimate healers. So they deal with the 2 ones, which is 2 is the parallel. So you got they even. So they are a higher version of the number 2. These are the master healers, the master psychics. So they definitely very sensitive to energy, and they know the dark side. And so they're very good at being artistic, and they got the hypnotist nature. When you look in their eyes, they got the cool aura. A lot of, especially number 2, because number 2s will be more calmer and cool. These people are some very cool people. You'll want to be around them. But the only thing I kind of dislike about number 2s, if they're on the downside, they can be very weak and very fearful. You know what I mean? Because I got the number 9 as my birth number. That's my soul number, which is the day I was born on. And that number 9 don't like weakness like that. So it can like make you downplay that. But me as number 9, I love it because they got number 2 got some of the trait far as the loving, the home, the harmony. That what the number 9 love about the number 2. But the number 9 like scrimp too, feed off scrimp. And so the number 2s type of people, these some of the best people when they, on the good side, they're probably the best out of all numbers. So the number 11 is the higher version. So number 11 be more of a leader. Number twos are more like a behind the scene type of person, more of a follower, like behind the scene type. So they can manipulate you and control you and lead you from behind the scene. This is the number 2. And so those who have like the attitude number 1 or life path number 1s or birth number number 1s, a lot of them you see, they take a lot of pictures. And they pictures be like by themselves and stuff like that. And so you see a lot of people with number 1s into putting their image on all over social media and stuff like that. Not every number 1, but a lot of number 1s do that. Number 8s are another one. Number 8s, they want to shine. But when you see number 8 in the picture, they gonna have some of the finest, the best things in that picture. You see them flashing money. A lot of them 8s gonna be flashing money and stuff like that in their pictures. And some, if they're not flashing money, they gonna have jewels on that look good, or shoes that cost a lot and stuff like that. These are like the life path number 8s. So the life path number 1s are the ones who gonna really, do their own thing. Even those who got the birth number 1s, you see a lot of them, they got their own style. They got a different style than you, me, him, and her. They're their own trendsetters. Cause me, myself, I'm an attitude number 1. This is my attitude when you first see me. So, and I got my own little style. So number 1s have their own little style. So number 8s, they confidence. It don't matter how big a person who got number 8 or life path 8 is, they got confidence. They don't care how fat they is. One thing about them, they got confidence. A lot of them anyway. We never speak of everyone, but the majority, they're gonna have confidence and strength and strong, and they're gonna be all about that money, all about organizing and structured things, and all about leading. The 2 most rebellious numbers against authority it's 3. No, it's more than 3, because you got the 1. They could be rebellious against the police or anything that's authority figures. Like number 1 to be rebellious against something like the number 8, because these are leaders naturally. Number 9s is the biggest rebellious. They go real hard. They straight out crush their opponents, because when they do it on a big scale. When they snap hard. They very aggressive. So number 1, number 8, number 9, it's on the most aggressive and dangerous people on the downside. They don't play. See, number 8 gonna be more smooth, but number 8 can go hard too. Because you gotta understand, number 1 is a powerful number. Number 8 is powerful. And number 9 is definitely the most powerful number, the strongest number. And so number 9, when you get into it with a number 9, you better apologize. You probably can't even apologize too late, because they gonna snap. But the thing about number 9, when they snap, it's over with. Just like how they do it in that 1 second, it's over with the next second. They do it quick. So they don't really hold grudges, a lot of number 9s, but they could hold a grudge. You got some number 9s who hold a grudge, and when they hold a grudge, they hold a grudge. Number 8s are most likely the ones who hold grudges. And so with that being said, but number 4s are the ones who most about the home life, like the number 2s. The number 6 is about the home life. You know what I mean? And number 9 is about the home life. But number 9 is not only about the home life. Number 9 is like the humanitarians. They also, so number 9 is more like not only an extrovert, they're just like a number 7. They're introvert and extrovert. They're ambivert. So I'm giving it to you real. I don't know where y'all be hearing about numerology from. I'm giving it to you from people who I dealt with and myself. So that being said, experience is the best teacher. So if you dealt with a lot of people, you can check their numbers and say, oh, that's why they act like that. And so when you meet somebody who got number 6 can be the jealous type. And these people, a lot of number 1s don't get along with the number 6, attitude number 6. Attitude 1s and attitude 6, they can clash, because number 6 is all about dominating you, and number 1 ain't gonna let nobody dominate them, because number 1s are the leaders, and they very confident, self-motivated, and strong. So you see number 1 wake up happy. Number 3s wake up happy. Number 9s wake up happy. Numbers like this, the fire numbers wake up happy. The number 2s, 4s, 8s, and 6 could be like more stable numbers. You know what I mean? Especially number 6 need that balance. They balance dealing with the community. Number 6 is also a humanitarian type people. But I mean, they love to look good, stylish, but ain't nobody gonna be more fresher than the 1s and them 9s. Sixes are stylish too. So you dealing with 1, 6, and 9. They're very stylish people. Very stylish. And very charming is number 1. Number 1 got that charm. They're very creative. Because the creative numbers is 1, 3, and definitely number 9 and also 6. These 4 numbers are very creative. Very creative numbers. But I can't forget about the master number 11. They highly creative because they double ones. So number 11 definitely, you know what I mean? Number 1 is like either or. So they ambiverts too. So number 11s is here to help some of everybody, you know what I mean, through arts. They here to pick up they here to know symbolism, to know colors, to know sound, through psychic visions and stuff like that. They deal with all psychic abilities and all healing ability. They could be therapists, they could be like psychologists, they could be, you know what I mean, these are the type of individuals they could be. They could be the peacemakers, the diplomats. But like number 2 would do it like behind the scenes. Number 11 would do it like to the world, because they do it on a global scale. Number 11 got the ability to do it to the world, to the whole world, bring peace to the whole world, negotiations to the whole world. They deal with, so you see, number 11s, they love to work, but the type of work they like finances and stuff like that. They like to deal with money and accounts, and they also like to get into astrology, numerology, just like the number 7 and 9 who like numerology and astrology. Also, the number 11, they love anything that deal with divination. So the most psychic numbers, I mean, all numbers has intuition, because number 1 have strong intuition. All numbers have intuition, which means they just know something without reason, or they done use it at some point in their life, because that's a part of you, me, him, and her, because we all spiritual beings alike. But who most like to carry it out is number 2s, do it naturally, because they empaths. Number 7s is more like strong. They got strong intuition. They cognizance, and they clairvoyance. Number 7s. You know what I mean? Also, number 7s are empaths. So number 2s, 7s, and 9s, and 11s is most likely to carry out psychic ability, and they use it like naturally, like part of their everyday life. But every number has it, because number 3s have it. You know what I mean? But they got to tap into it. It's already there. Number 6s have it because they need it to be the counselor, because they are the guys and the counselor of the community. So I'm not saying that no numbers don't have it. I'm just saying who most likely to carry it out, who most likely have a lot of energy of it or to carry it out. So because number 9s, you know, definitely, because number 9s is all numbers. Number 7s deal with that realm anyway. And number 11 is a higher version of 2. So number 11 is the most psychic and the most intuitive number. That's what they say, but we all know it's none more than the other, because number 9 just powerful. It's the highest single number. You know what I mean? Number 9 is the highest number. 7's 2, and 11 and 2 is more empathic than anything, and intuitive. Number 7s have all the psychic abilities, and number 9 definitely have, because they got they're extremely emotional, and number 11 too. So, but who's most likely to be the athletes? The number 1s, the number 3s. I say it could be number 4s, because number 4s, they most likely to deal with the funeral homes and stuff like that. They work into like the funeral homes, into the courthouses, anything that deal with law, anything that like being a judge. That's the number 4s. You know what I mean? So the number 22s are the one who like to start organizations and stuff, start new organizations and start new structures and stuff like that. So, and a lot of rich people who's black, they have the number 4 or the master number 22, like Beyonce, Jay-Z, and like Oprah and P. Diddy. All these people had that number 4 in there, and they also got the number 5. Cause number 5 deal with business. Number 5 good when dealing with business, because they make good business people. They are the salesperson. So number 4s is the ones who build foundations and structures, and who can do something for a long period of time. Like Oprah, she been doing what she was doing a long period of time, with dealing with shows and stuff like that, until she became very wealthy. So them 4s can follow a tradition or follow, even if it's not right. You know what I mean? Even if the organization not right, they can follow it a long time and they can succeed because they're very good at what they do, and they like the experts. So the expert numbers who's most likely to master anything that they get into is number 4s, number 7s, and definitely number 9s. They're most likely to master it. Now, the good thing about the number 6 is all about love. They love to fantasize. They're all about love. They're all about serving you and helping you. So they definitely intuitive. They're very strong. They have strong intuition, and they're very clairvoyance-like. So number 6, when you think of it, you think of the 6th chakra. You know what I mean? Which is the third eye. So that's why I say every number is psychic, but who most likely to have most of that, who very sensitive to that, is 2, 7, 9, and 11. So with it being said, let me say it again. All numbers is psychic. Some got more than the others. And some numbers are more likely to carry it out than the others. And so with it being said, the master number 22, people have that, they most likely be like the world rulers, master number 22, and they deal with the Freemasonic orders and stuff like that. We have master number 22, and those who have the master number 11, they be like presidents and you know, and part of the ruling elite. They have 11 and master number 22, and those who have master number 33 also. So number 33 is most likely it's very rare, so it's a very rare number, but 33 will be the ones who fight against injustice, who fight against those who have master number 11 or 22 who doing wrong. Because the 33 is the ones who dealing with justice, the truth, the light. These are the light bringers. So the numbers that are the light bringers who bring wisdom are the number 9, the number 7, and master number 33, master number 11, and 20. All the master numbers have the ability. But those who most like to follow structure or build a structure, who can be very negative and very dark, is master number 22, number 8, number 4. All numbers, let me say this again. All numbers can be dark and very, when I say dark, I ain't talking about like in that darkness is evil, because we know it's not evil. All numbers can be on their downside. All numbers. But who can be very dark and cold on the dark side, number 9 could be the one who could be very dangerous to the whole world. And number 8, number 22, all these could be very dangerous to the whole world. And number 4 can be dangerous. So who's tough? Number 9s appear to be tough, but in the inside shell, they're very sensitive because they got all that love and compassion for you. But number 9s is tough. It is tough now, but they also got that love in there. So number 9 is a tough number. Number 8 is a tough number. These like fighters and boxers. Number 4 is a tough number. That I mean, these your fighters, your boxers and stuff like that. Also, number 5 is like more like a wild child, but the way number 5 do it, they might do some of everything. You know what I mean? But number 9 and number 8 and number 4 is the one who go really, really hard. And number 1, I can't forget about number 1. Number one, yeah, because you gotta think about it. When number 1 got a objective to accomplish, they go hard and they don't stop. So number 1 is another hardcore number. Yes, number 1 is the leaders. They represent this great leader energy, and also that good, fun-loving, the playful energy. And so number 1s, they know how to have fun, and they know how to plan and organize something. Just like the number 8 is about planning and structure. Number 1s know how to do that, and number 4s is very good at it. Number 4s are very detail-oriented with it. So number 4s they represent every aspects of life. So if number 4s is balanced, they some of the best people because they like solid. Like if they're your friend, they solid. Then you ain't got to worry about them selling out. They're gonna be loyal to the end. Number 8s is like that. You know what I mean? But number 4s is definitely one of them. Now number 7, when you need spiritual guide or any insight, you go to number 7s and 9s. And number 6 is good for insight too. Number 3s could be Number 2s, yes. Now, we talking about music. You got your musicians. Number 9s have the gifts of all gifts as far as single numbers. They have all the gifts. So number 9s is your artists, your creative artists, your musicians. And number 3s, number 6, number 5s could be too. You know what I mean? But number 5 like to travel a lot. They like to be all over the place, like to travel. You know what I mean? They like speed, anything speed, like cars. They might like racing and stuff like that. So number 5s deal with stuff like that. It's good to have a number 5 on your team because they know how to network. They know how to get that money. They're good advertisers. They love to connect with people, and they love to connect with all walks of life. And so it's good to have a number 5 on your team. Period. Now, those who are the researchers are the number 1, 5, 7, 9, and number 3. These are the researchers. They definitely will do their research, especially the number 7, because number 7 is the main number of researching, and the number 9. These 2 numbers will definitely research more than anyone. Go deep into it. Who's the intuitive investigators? Number 7s and 9s definitely are that, and number 2. But and number 7s are good in music too. They deal with the arts too, just like the 9. Because you got to understand that 7 deal with the 7 chakras. They deal with the 7 energy centers. So they deal with all the energy centers. So they definitely deal with music. They deal with art and everything else. They deal with mastery too. So number 7 deal with mastery, and so they can be expert at anything, just like the number 4s. So your photographers is number 1, 6, 7, and 9s. They're definitely your photographers. These are your photographers. Number 3s could be too. So this is how it go down. We talk about photography, and also master number 11. So, because number 11 is very creative too. This is a creative number, and so they make good musicians. They deal with arts, and so this is a high vibration. So whatever they do, they're gonna master. See what I'm saying? Because they're very psychic and they're very in tune. And these are the numbers that listen to their intuition. Number 7s, 9s, and 11. Listen to it all the time. These 3 numbers definitely listen to it all the time. It's just like a everyday thing, more than any other numbers. With these numbers are also 2. The other numbers, they are intuitive or psychic, but they ain't gonna use it constantly like the number 2, 7, and 9, and 11. They use it all the time. And anybody they deal with, wherever they go, it don't matter where they at. So I know, cause I never knew that. I never knew what intuition was, but I was like, dog. Like, wow. When I say dog, I ain't talking about a dog. That's just a saying. But I'm like, wow. All this time, I've been using my intuition without even knowing. And that's why they used to be like, you right. Like I tell them something, and then they come back and say, you was right. Yes, I always been using my intuition all through my life. Claircognizance. And I always been feeling it and knowing how a person feel. Emotional intelligence. So, with this being said, who's are the geniuses? Number 4s. When we're talking about the scientific geniuses, I forgot that number 4s, they make great researchers too. Number 4s will definitely get down. Number 4s and 7s and 9s, they definitely get down with the research. Number 4s make great scientists. These people love to work in the funeral home though. They deal with death for real. Life and transformation for real. And so a lot of number 4s you see, all you do check people, check their numbers and rewind this, and you will see what I'm talking about. It's real. You peep the observance, and from the observance, you build up your a chart or statistics or status of why all these numbers do a certain thing. Like you see a lot of number 7, they do things that deal with knowledge, information. For example, number 3s do things that deal with exploring and being adventurous and having fun, going out in the world, meeting people, greeting people, stuff like that. And you'll wonder, all you gotta do is observe. You ain't got to listen to what these people say about numerology. You just observe yourself, and you'll see how accurate these numbers are. Cause they like to speak of numerology, but they don't they don't use it as experience. Like everybody want to say say I put some information out there. You'll grab it and you'll say it mean this according to my knowledge, instead of seeing if it fit anybody. I take the knowledge and I see if it fit a person. I see if it's really accurate. And that's why I learned that the safest thing is numerology. Numerology is the safest thing. Even more safer than astrology. You know what I mean? They more safer than astrology. All astrology. Because I noticed where astrology slipped. I do this. I study everything. So, almost everything. And I continue to study. I'm going to continue to study. And I said, dog, wow, numbers are very accurate. Because everybody I know in my family, the numbers fit them. The numbers fit them. And so this is why I say, this is not just being not using numbers as a favoritism, not being a favoritism, using them as my favorite, but being truthful. Numbers fit everybody. Numbers fit everybody. Like, you gotta add up all your numbers. Like mine come up to 34. And so you gotta add some of the traits of the 3 and 4. The main number is 7, because when you add 3 and 4 together, you get 7. So you gotta add a little bit of, so to make me the type of 7 I am. The type of 7 I am, I'm creative. Got a scientific mind, which is the number 4. Creative is the number 3. See what I'm saying? To add on to the number 7. So this is how you got to do it. Numbers don't lie. Numbers do not lie. Numbers do not lie. Because I'm trying to find a flaw in numbers and I can't see it, because numbers is a universe itself. Because every number got more than one planet to it. Like they say that number 1 is just the sun or Leo. That's what they say. But number 1 is also the first house, which is Aries. Number 1 is also the 10th month, which is Libra, because it's number 1, and also the first month, which is Capricorn. Now, when you add all these together, you got 4 planets, which represents the number 1. So if somebody say, well, number 1 is Capricorn, and somebody disapprove them and say, well, you're wrong, they can't say that the person was wrong. It is that y'all been misled. Y'all didn't have all the information. All play a part of the number 1. Cause when you think of the Capricorn number 1, right? What number 1 do like a Capricorn? It's a leader, right? And number 1 do it on a big scale and want to leave a mark, just like the Capricorn. See what I'm saying? It fits. Some of the traits fit. Not some of it. The traits fit. I'm gonna say all the traits fit. But you got a Libra number 1, cause it's the 10th month. A Libra is the 10th month, which is October. So it's number 1, right? So how Libra fit into the number 1? The number 1 is charming, right? Number 1 want a relationship, all about love, right? That's where it fit. Now, the Aries, where do it fit? Number 1s are self-motivated and strong. See what I'm saying? And the action orient. See what I'm saying? Just like the Capricorn, it's all about the hard work. Number 1s are hard workers. That's why some say that number 1 is the best number. It's a universal number out of all numbers. And so that being said, so when you see your 4 1s, which is 1111, because 11 deal with the ancestors, deal with enlightenment too, it deal with manifestation too. So when you add the 4 11s up, you get 4. So this is how they do it. They add up the traits of the 1 and the traits of 11, and the final number is 4. It will deal with manifestation, because number 4s, people who got number 4s on their chart, they will manifest their reality. So number 4s, they can visualize something, they're gonna go for it, they're gonna manifest it. The reality, they are the builders of the world. So, and number 22 is a higher version of the 4. So I'm just dropping the science to you beautiful people. You got the whole numerology blue script dealing with me. I'm just freestyling, giving it to you about who I know through the numbers, period. I'm telling people I know through the numbers. It never lied to me. Every number 8 I know. Every number 8 I know. If they're not doing good like they're supposed to be, then I mean, they're gonna be struggling with dealing with money, or they're gonna be getting that money more than anybody they around. Like for example, one of your friends is the sharpest, got the most expensive stuff on. but they might be the number 8. They might be your friend who the most expensive out of all your friends. They ain't got to be rich, but whoever the number 8, whatever environment that the number 8 is in, they gonna have the most expensive, they might spend a lot and stuff like that. And so number 6s, number 8s, they love to spend, and number 9s, when they don't care, they can spend everything. Number 9 they could drain themselves, and also number 1s. So number 4s is the one you need when dealing with finances or money, because they're gonna make sure that they're gonna be very careful. But since I show you how the number 1 work, how number 1 is more than one planet, you could do each number like that. You could do the number 2, for example. Number 2 represents the moon. That's what they say due to numerology. But also number 2 is what? The second month is what? February, so it's Aquarius. Number 2 is what? Second house, which is Taurus. You can add some of the traits up and you'll see how it fit the number 2. And so this is how it operates, beautiful people. So now you get the big picture. They don't tell you everything. I'm King Lit. I'm the one who bring this light to you. I had to put all this together. I study hard. This work, well, some would say not easy. My sense would be like, it just take a lot of work. That is basically it. Even when you research and trying to put something together like you solving a puzzle. Like, I be in this room like it's in the lab, like I'm in the lab or something, putting stuff together. This is what I love and this is what I enjoy. But also when I can reveal it to you and bring this light to you and speak it the way I speak it, and not to speak like, how they say, like correct English. I speak the way I speak, and I enjoy speaking how I speak, because it don't matter what I say or what I do, I understand. Understanding is the key. Some people can speak that talk, speak them big old words that wasn't created by us as African people or black people. These words wasn't even created by us. But anyway, they can speak them big old words and don't even know the breakdown. They don't even know the meaning. They can't even tell you the etymology or the origins of these words and where they come from. But I can tell you all that. See what I'm saying? That's why I tell you, it don't really matter how you talk. It do matter in this world of society. Let me correct myself. But I'm just saying it like this. I want to talk how I talk. Oh yes, I can practice and be one of the most nerd person in the world, but I'm not trying to be there. I'm trying to be myself. Always be myself. I'm in attitude number 1. Attitude number 1. Number 1's like that. So it no matter if it's your attitude number 1 or your the day you're born on, which is 110 or 19. You're born on the 19th or the 28th. You are the number 1. So this how it go down, beautiful people. So get into numbers and you'll understand how the ruling elites work. They also work by the numbers. Because if you look at when people die by the ruling elite's hand, they be dying under the number 4. The number 4, the number 7, and stuff like that. So you got to peep all that. And if you see some people get hanged, especially if they black people, look at the number 5. 5 deal with the 5th chakra, which is the throat chakra. Look at that. Put all this together. You can do it yourself. And we all need to come up with a book. But one thing I do know, numbers are accurate. Numbers don't lie. Just check the numbers out. Look at the clock. Look at the time. Look at the numbers. And you'll understand the vibration and frequency at that moment. Because it's a vibration. It's a frequency. And so even colors deal with numbers. Numbers is a universe. Numbers deal with colors, it deal with sound, it deal with planets, it deal with everything. I mean, so our ancestors understood numbers. And so I done took you through, starting off talking about women's, to taking you through the numbers of people who I dealt with through the numbers. So now, as I can't let bring you this light, I'm finally gone this time, and it definitely would it be. Ashe.